Yo! Video games. I stand by what I did. It was delicious.
And like I didn't say nothing. I looked over at some of the other friends. They all looked over at me. They all looked at each other.
We were all good friends, chat. Shut up. We were all good friends. We were very comfortable with each other's bodies. How pissed was the guy? This wasn't some guy. This was like a friend of like many years, right?
Yeah. He's here often in the chat.
Who's often here in the chat. And I remember Steve being like, come on, man. Like, that was his reaction. And then our friend Oscar was behind. And he saw it from like Simmons' weird angle. He's like,
He's just like looking at
Hey, or Steve, or that time we were at Magic Mountain and we were riding a roller coaster and Hawk was right in the row in front of us and his hat flew off.
Holy
and Steve
shit,
caught
that
it.
shit was insane.
You caught it.
Right in the middle of that.
We were riding, what was it? We were riding
X23.
We were riding X2.
Which is
a crazy fucking ride. And we were there with one of our moderator friends and an editor for the channel like many years ago. And he had a hat on. And during the ride, his hat is just fucking gone.
And then boom, we caught it.
Because of course, this ride is crazy. So we get off the ride and Steve had the hat in his hand in the seat behind him and essentially saved that shit.
And he's like, oh man, my hat flew away. And he's like, oh damn, my hat. And he's like, oh, it's right here.
I think I have a picture of me holding the hat on Instagram. I can't remember.
On Instagram.
I got a weird, crazy story.
On
Back in like 2008 or 9 or so, when I still lived in Santa Monica, me and JJ were picking up a Christmas tree, right? And we were taking the tree to the Christmas tree lot, and I had to pay for it. So I got out my wallet and I paid for the tree, and we stuck the tree on the car, on top of the car, and then we drove back home. Drove back the 405 north, right? Back to Santa Monica. On the way back home, my wallet's missing. And I'm like, holy shit, I left my wallet at the Christmas tree lot? Oh my god, I noticed it right around the corner when we were getting out. I was like, holy shit, dude, I lost my wallet. And we called the Christmas tree lot, nobody reported it in or anything like that. I'm like, fuck, my wallet is toast, and somebody has all my money and my ID and my fucking everything is in there, great. And then I go to the tree, and I reach inside the tree to pull it off the car, and I pull out my wallet. Like I reach in, no shit, it's the first thing I touch. I'm like, what the fuck? It managed to stay inside the tree on the freeway on top of the car.
On the freeway, good lord.
I was so lucky.
Thanks, Santa, yeah.
I think your daughters lost one of their wallets outside of an old house we used to live in, Kenny. And it was there for like 2 days and it was still there.
Yeah, dude, I remember that shit.
Yeah, we went to look and we're like, holy shit, is that like Kayla's wallet? And it was, and it was still there after days, and like the fucking drainage had hit it up and everything. Nobody touched it.
Yeah,
it was super lucky.
School ID was there. And now Max hangs a wallet off his Christmas tree every year to remember that day.
That specific wallet.
Yeah. For good luck. Yeah, we do lose our wallets a lot. I lost mine at Evo.
You lost yours at the fucking airport, Kenny.
You also lost, Kenny, you also lost your wallet at Disney World. I could probably announce 10 times that Kenny has lost his wallet. Kenny loses shit so easy.
Yeah, well, because, dude, like, because I had, like, these pants, and literally just, I sat on a ride, and, like, I just got up, and it was on the ride. It was on the first park we went to, and I lost my wallet. But, like, thank God, like, your phone now can be your wallet. I was still paying for shit. Like, I had food. I'm like, oh, Apple Pay. But literally the first fucking attraction we go to at Disneyland, like, or Disney World, I lose it. And then I didn't get it back until we went to that amusement park again the end of the night. It was there.
No, Steve didn't bury his wallets, chat. We talked about a story one time. Steve buried like a pocket knife or something when we were going into a theme park.
Pocket.
You can't hear us?
Yeah. I don't know. Can I show the knife, or is it like against US?
You can show it. It's like a pocket. That's not like a blade. It's like a pocket knife.
And then the 2S is weird. Like you don't have weapons, but like you can show like other
It's a
stuff.
Switch Army knife.
Did you? Well, I mean, you obviously found it because you still have it. But I remember there being a moment where we were like digging for it when we came back out, and it was not there.
Yeah.
Like somebody must have fucking watched you bury it and then dug it up
Right,
like a
because I had
cat.
it in the perfect fucking spot. Like somebody just like, and now it's just gone. Like what? Like who wants this Switch? Like this tiny little Swiss Army knife? Like still.
Yeah, dude. But in Vegas, because like I lost it when we went to Evo and we were sitting on those seats, because those seats kind of go back like this a little
Yeah,
bit.
they're like baseball stadium seats.
They're baseball, so the wallet just slid, and I'm in Vegas
That did not work.
without a fucking ID, and that sucks. Like most of the time they won't card you, but then when you carded, you're like, yeah, you're fucked. And I had to get it back the next day, and it was in the stadium when they were cleaning it up. Yeah, here you are. Your wallet's in the stadium. But
Yeah,
I had to
your
spend a whole
wallet-
day.
Your wallet at the Disney World one was recovered within like a few hours.
Yeah,
Somebody
it was recovered
reported
real
it.
quick. Yeah, it was in the ride. It was literally in the ride seat.
Oh, and then you
So-
lost it at Universal as well. We were at Universal Orlando. The not the what the fuck is it called?
Islands
The
of Adventure.
not Islands of Adventure. The other one.
That's just Universal Studios.
Is that just
Florida.
Universal Studios? Yeah.
Yep, just Universal Studios Florida. Yep.
I lost it there too.
Yeah, I remember we got off the we were looking at all like the Jimmy Fallon stuff.
Yeah.
Because we got off the Jimmy Fallon ride.
Chat, Jimmy Fallon ride is the lamest.
Oh, I think it was your ID or something like your Universal
Yeah,
ID
my
or some
Universal
shit.
ID. I lost the Universal ID because we were gonna like get discounts off buying stuff, and that shit was gone.
Yeah.
And I had to search like 76 pockets. Then I finally found it or some shit like that.
Don't ever go to the
I
Jimmy
should buy-
Fallon ride.
I should
It
buy
is the
Kenny a
lamest
combat
ride.
fanny pack.
Yeah.
Combat anything. What? See? What? You don't want to go on the Jimmy Fallon? That's so exciting. I'm so excited to go on this ride. It's incredible. I just want you to all go on, all right? It's going to be great. We're going to go on this Jimmy Fallon ride.
Jimmy Fallon had a ride. We went on it.
Yes, and it was the worst decision.
And that ride combined with Vin Diesel's Fast and the Furious is the reason why you do not have a Zelda or Pokemon land being built there right now.
Wow.
It all comes back to Zelda some way.
It does.
Damn, dude, I took some ibuprofen. I feel way better right now.
Nice.
Oh, Jesus.
I actually like the idea they had for a Zelda stunt show, but that's gone now. Now they have this fucking water ride that they're gonna make.
Do you mean they could have done Zelda X Waterworld?
Yeah, well, no,
Zelda's water temple.
it was gonna be this stage where like the stage is hooked up to these cranes that you don't know, and the stage lifts up and moves and circles around and like stacks on top of each other, like it's like a big puzzle box that moves with the show.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's almost like that one show in MGM with the rotating stage and all that stuff.
Yeah. Now they have this patent for a water ride. Like you get in, and then this crane hooks on the bottom of the ride, and before you go off a waterfall, it scoops you up, and it becomes an air ride, like Peter Pan. That's the current plan right now. It's going to be many years down the road, though.
Somebody said Zelda doesn't own a water temple. Chat, nobody gives a fuck. We're gonna go to Universal, and that's gonna be Zelda's water temple, and Link comes in, he's like, "Hi, I'm Zelda. This is my water temple. Here's Metroid." Lady's like, "Hi, I'm Metroid. Let's fight the aliens, Zelda." Mr. Link Zelda's like, "Okay." They're not gonna give a fuck.
Dude, they could have done a Zelda stunt show on that one Journey to Atlantis walkthrough thing.
That's what it was. That's what it was. They were going to take over Sinbad and Poseidon and make this big, giant fucking moving stage stunt show. Now it's going to be a fucking water/air ride.
That goddamn Waterworld show at Universal has been like a staple, like show and event since I was like before I was 10 years old or some shit.
Yeah.
For so many years, it's been like we have to go see the Waterworld show.
Well, it's
We
'cause
have to. We have to go get wet.
You know what's weird? Like they're opening up one in Beijing or Shanghai or somewhere. They're building a brand new theme park And you know what they're building? A Waterworld stunt show.
Of course.
It's like, it's not even like, oh, we just decided to keep it around. It's like, no, we're gonna make it. We're gonna build it again.
You know what they should have done? What Disney had, they had that car stunt show, and just make it a fucking Fast and the Furious stunt show. That if you ever seen that car stunt show, it's fucking badass.
I heard about that one actually.
And then like, dude, there's 26,000. There's like, you know, there's 32 Fast and the Furious movies. They're still going. There's one Waterworld movie that was fucking, 40 years ago.
And yeah,
Like-
the Kevin Costner Waterworld.
Yeah, they just need to make the cars, make it the Fast and the Furious car stunt show.
Nope, you get a shitty ride instead.
Yeah,
Don't worry, I got this.
I got this. It's loud. It's annoying.
Oh, dude, I saw the Indiana Jones stunt show
Yeah,
in Orlando at Disney Hollywood
studios.
Studios.
Yeah,
Is that what it's called? Hollywood Studios?
Yep.
Alright.
I saw that like many years ago, like 10 years ago. It's fucking terrible.
That's what I've heard.
Like they're setting it up like, Indiana Jones is going to steal the idol and make an escape, and they do that. And then they literally have this thing where I'm like, wow, this is actually a really cool stunt show. And then suddenly the show goes, all right, cut! And all the directors and all the fucking personnel come out that are filming the show like, great job, everyone. Here's how we make a movie. And then they just fucking do that for the next 40 minutes. And people are just jumping around.
40
Here's him
minutes.
acting like there's an explosion. Whoa! And he jumps. And it's like, see you later. Here's a tank. They show you the tank from fucking...
I would
I was like,
leave.
this sucks. This is awful.
Yeah,
But
go ahead.
Yeah, your immersion is ruined.
But the thing with Waterworld, it just, the problem why it's still there for so many years, because it just, people keep going to it.
People just keep going.
People just go to it, like from all over the world, and it's the highest capacity thing in the park. Without Waterworld, Universal would be like extremely packed. Because
Yeah,
it
there's a consideration when it comes to theme parks of how you distribute the crowds, right? Like we have to make sure that this is running to allow people to get the fuck away from here to go to there, to allow their fast pass system to even function.
it's just people keep going. Like if it just started dying out, then they would get rid of it. But it's just like, okay.
Remember the backdraft ride? I certainly do. It was hot as shit.
Hot as balls.
Really hot. I remember the earthquake ride as well being very... We actually went on an earthquake ride not that long ago before it was shut down at Universal Orlando. And, oh no, it was the Twister ride. That's what it was. It was Twister. Do you guys remember that?
Yep. Well, I heard about it. I didn't go on
Well,
it.
they
You
turned
didn't
it
go on
into
it?
the
It's a
Fast and the
standing
Furious.
ride where you walk in and they pretty much recreate what it's like to be in an F5 Twister.
F5 tornado.
Twist.
Yeah. That's what Fast and the Furious took over.
Would we any of us experience Alien Encounter at Epcot? No, if they took it out because it was too scary.
Yeah.
I went on the Stitch ride,
Yeah.
but that was back in like 2010, right?
Oh yeah, that's the time we all went. We all went on that, and like I think.
Yeah, the Stitch ride is good, right?
Hey, maybe they'll turn it back into an actual themed alien ride now that they own it.
Yeah, dude, it was the Alien Encounter before it was the Stitch ride was legit like fucking scary.
It was terrifying, yeah.
Yeah, it scared kids too much, and they had to change it to Stitch. But yeah, like Simmons was saying, it was supposed to be literally a xenomorph ride,
Yeah,
like
because
an actual alien encounter.
Michael Eisner's kids thought Disneyland was too cuddly and cute and safe, so he's like,
So
we
he's
need to
gonna make a
have
xenomorph ride.
like we need to have a ride for teens. Okay, well they like scary shit, and he got it in his head. We need an alien ride, like based off Alien. So that was supposed to be it, and then they couldn't work out the deal with Fox. So they're like, all right, they just made a generic new alien thing, but
I'll tell you right now, chat.
it still
To-
was too scary though.
Some of the
To a
chat's
5 or
probably been
6
there.
year old, you know what the scariest fucking ride in the world was? Scariest ride I've ever been on, Star Tours.
Star Tours.
To a 5 or 6 year old.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit, dude! Like I still remember going on Star Tours, and then you're getting sucked by the tractor beam into one of the Star Destroyers, and I'm like, man, Darth Vader's gonna kill my parents. Oh no, I'm gonna become like a stormtrooper. No, God. I remember being like fucking terrified.
I was terrified, but also really excited by that ride.
So it's like, I'm free!
I was just like, I was enjoying it, but I was also scared shitless from that shit too. So I was just like, I wanted this, I waited like 2 hours to be on this, but... And I remember literally getting off the ride, like Rex is like, it's my first day, and I remember literally unbuckling my seatbelt at like 5 or 6 and being like, get a new job. Like he's saying that to him. I was making asshole remarks even back then. But I love the ride, and I actually don't like Star Tours now.
I do.
Because everything looks like a fucking screensaver.
I don't like Star Tours because I always get the goddamn scene from The Phantom Menace. I always get Jar Jar Binks at his Bingo Mountain or the fucking desert. Wow, look at that intro. Or I get the stupid ass like pod racing thing every fucking time.
Yeah.
But dude, Simmons, if you think that's bad, you know, dude, we've been on fucking
Smuggler's Run. That ride's
the fucking Han Solo ride.
I would gladly go on Star Tours again and risk getting the pod race, or risk getting something good and getting the pod race instead, then go on Smuggler's fucking Run.
Smuggler's Run ass.
That ride
Smuggler's
sucks.
Run. Yeah, the Millennium Falcon ride. The ride's awful.
Like the seats look cool in the queue.
Yeah.
Okay. Going in and waiting in the Falcon waiting room and shit. Okay, that's all really cool and shit, but
yeah, the best part of the ride is leading up to the ride, and then
going into the cockpit for the first time is kind of neat.
But other than that,
Atmo, but then the ride starts and you're like, oh, this is awful.
Yeah,
and if you're not flying, you're just like sitting there pushing some buttons and hitting some switches, and you're just like,
you know what?
What is this
you know what I
doing?
realize? Like, you know what Smuggler's Run? Like, they try to like make it up with interactivity in Smuggler's Run, but you know what is a way better ride and is almost a very similar in function and fashion? Gringotts.
Oh yeah.
It's like a less effective and boring version of Gringotts. And Gringotts is pretty cool at Universal Orlando.
I really wish you guys could play that arcade game I played in Japan that Square does.
Damn.
Starwing Paradox. It's so much more visceral and like the emotion is like so much more intense than Smuggler's Run.
Whoa, what? What was that?
I don't know. New mechanics. The Harry Potter Escape from Gringotts chat.
Gringotts is great. That ride's got that thing where it's like the best place to sit on that ride is the very back.
Yeah.
Then you don't see all the illusion-breaking mechanics at all.
Well, yeah, Smuggler's Run. It would make people sick too because it was.
Smuggler's Run. It's a Sega CD game. You are playing fucking Sewer Shark. That's what it feels like to be on that ride.
Sewer Shark the ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, the visuals on that are just. PS3.
Yeah, I do. So Blitz in the chat is saying the new Hagrid coaster is dope, but I miss the Fire and Ice. Me and Simmons went on that before, like the year before it was torn down, and we got sick because we went on blue and then we went on red right after because there was no. We were walking out of there. The second one, we were like, oh man, fuck! All right, that ride jostles you. It's gone now because they put the.
They let us ride it like twice in a row because there's no line. We went there right before the hurricane and we walked off. I was like, is this what it feels like to be drunk?
I'm like, not really. I just feel sick.
I'm like all wobbly and like blurred vision and just like, ugh, and like, nauseous.
Yeah, Fire and Ice was a really cool ride before they took it down.
Well, they got that new Velocicoaster coming, which looks pretty.
Yeah, that should be insane.
What? At Universal?
Yeah. The building's done. They're gonna open this year. So yeah, because they knew that ride Fire and Ice was like a big attraction. It was like a big thrill ride. So they just built a big ass new roller coaster to replace it somewhere else in the park. So it's like you sit down with no shoulder restraints, but you have all these crazy inversions as well.
Huh.
And like loop barrel.
Yeah, the coaster itself looks fucking sick. The thing that you get on.
Yeah,
looks like a Lamborghini kind of crazy shit.
Yeah.
Have I ever been to Six Flags with the gang? Yes. We've all been to Six Flags before. We've all been to Disneyland before. We've all been to we've all gone to Orlando theme parks before. And the really special one is that we all went to Cedar Point together a few years ago. And that
Cedar
was,
Point tops them all,
dude, Cedar Point
Cedar
is
Point's the
fucking
best.
godlike.
Cedar Point so far is top them all.
I
Cedar
can't even
Point-
tell you how transcending of a roller coaster experience Millennium Force is. Like,
Yeah.
holy shit. And then the other rides they have are just equally as fucking insane and fun.
And it's just a fucking beautiful fucking park. It's like
Very pretty. Yeah.
very clean, very you know, like Magic Mountain. Just
Fun to
felt
walk
as shit.
around.
Yeah, like Magic Mountain.
Magic Mountain is not fun to walk around.
No, you're just like, okay, where's the next coaster? Like Cedar Point, you're like, oh man, I could sit down over here and chill, and like, you know, they had like different kinds of games everywhere. Remember, they had like the places where they had cornhole and all these other crazy games that you could just sit
It's very
relax.
much like family oriented. Like, we're going to give you a
Yeah.
lot of stuff to do that might not cost money.
Yeah,
And the thing I kind of appreciated about it, there was Excedrin at almost every shop.
yeah.
There was like, you're probably going to get a headache if you're not used to riding roller coasters here, and I certainly did. And like, you might want to take some Excedrin at some point.
Yeah, it's a fucking great park.
We went
It's
on
like-
Maverick. Yeah, it was fucking
Yeah.
amazing. That ride was nuts.
Yeah. It's like Knott's Berry Farm and Magic Mountain put together, and it's just the best of each one.
Yeah, it's really good if you like thrill rides.
Yeah.
Probably the best as far as that. It doesn't have Tatsu though. I love Tatsu.
It didn't have a Tatsu-like ride.
Yeah. And I mean, it had a lot of stuff to make up for it. Don't get me wrong. You definitely plenty there, but me and Jessica, we love Tatsu. Like one of our favorite rides ever. I think if they had a Tatsu, it'd be like the best coaster park in the world, bar none. No asterisks, nothing missing. But they did have.
I kind of want to go to Dollywood.
Yeah, I heard that
I
place
hear
was
good
dope.
things about it.
Yeah, I heard that's a good place. As far as theming goes, I think the best theming I've ever seen is Tokyo Disney Sea.
Oh yeah, you went there.
But it's like strictly for theming, not for
Yeah, not for like really rides.
yeah, not really. There's some cool rides there, but it's not. You're not gonna go there for big rides and shit.
Let me get my soda
Charlotte's Web, Royal. Look up Charlotte's Web.
Okay.
Air move?
What year did we go to Cedar Point? Was it 2018? I think it was 2018 we went.
I think so. Whenever we went to that Galloping Ghost,
Yeah.
whenever we were there.
We ran
Tanager.
into Anonymous. We saw his live human body.
Yeah.
He existed. We knew it. We found out.
Steel Vengeance. I got a bruise on Steel Vengeance. First ride of the day, and I got this huge bruise.
Steel Vengeance was fucking crazy, dude. I
Great
realized
ride.
after not being on like rides for like over a year, like big rides for like a year or two, going on Steel Vengeance first was a mistake. I didn't get to enjoy that ride. I just screamed my ass off the whole fucking time. Like, I would have liked to and enjoyed it, but I was just like, "Fuck!" You know?
Good ride though.
Where'd Kenny go? I know he wanted to jump in too. We can't let Steve keep playing this. He's going to become too good.
Yeah, right. We have
Nobody's
to
not any fun anymore.
We still have to play each other, Max. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, we went on Val Raven. We
I
certainly did.
loved Valraven.
That's a fun ride.
I bought a shirt from that.
Although
ride.
we went in like May, so it was like the height of bug season, and we went on Val Raven at dusk. Or I'm sorry, yeah, at dusk. And dusk in Ohio is like 9 o'clock at night, in some weird way. So we went on that ride, being our last ride, and oh my fucking god, dude, there were so many bugs. It was insane. Because we were on right next to a big, you know, obviously the lake in the summer. Jesus, dude, we looked at the harnesses that were holding us in, and they were just covered. It looked like the grill of a goddamn semi-truck on a freeway. I was like, oh my god, what the fuck?
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Just covered. Just all over the whole.
I remember telling everyone around me, don't open your mouth, don't open your mouth.
We're doing it on the ride, dude. That's just
And he
great.
did that on the ride. And I looked over and I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah, we went to Magic Mountain a lot because they had Street Fighter 4 there, or Street
Yes,
Fighter.
we did. Street Fighter 5.
Street Fighter 5, yeah.
On
Yeah, Street Fighter
insanely
5.
laggy TVs.
Yeah.
Shit felt like you were online.
Max hates laggy TVs.
Fuck me, dude.
Just giving you a preview of what's to come.
Yeah, I'm sad that Universal Terminator show is gone now.
Yeah.
I did get to experience it like a year before it was taken out.
And it turned into a big fucking Minions thing.
Yeah, and the ride's awful.
That's what I've heard.
How disappointing.
Awful ride. And then they took away this. Like they should have just, because they had Simpsons Land. They should have just made updated Back to the Future the ride and made it like Star Tours. We can go to different destinations and shit, and just turn Hill Valley 2020 or 2015 and make it into this kind of future world. Even though technically now it'd be the past. That's insane. But future Hill Valley.
We went on the King Kong ride too. Yeah, the newer one with all the screens.
I like it.
It was okay.
Yeah. And it's just basically the one in here, but they added some extra scenes.
Yeah, they have more
They
shit
added-
going on.
They have more shit, yeah.
Which is what you should be doing, not fucking, not adding anything.
Copy and paste for
Yeah.
Fast and the Furious. Copy/paste.
Oh, I walked right into it. Did you want to play, Kenny?
Damn.
I played Steve already.
Earth split. Simmons, unplug your shit.
Now he's gonna go Steve because Steve is a pro now.
I'm so good. Terrible. Come on, Kenny, let's play.
Yeah, and I remember we helped you get on the couch too, Steve. I remember because you didn't really want to go anywhere. Now I'm starting to remember that night.
You helped me to get on the couch? What are you talking about?
Kenny's
That
recalling
night,
the night you almost died.
Trenton's. Yeah, we helped you get on the
now you remember.
couch.
Yes,
and,
there you go.
and
Now you
blankets and
remember.
shit like
Holy
that,
shit.
and yeah, you
Yeah,
just didn't
yeah.
want to go very far, so we just literally helped you get on the big black couch.
Yes, because I couldn't move. I
unplug
couldn't
it,
move
Simmons?
without being, like extrusion.
I did unplug it.